Yo, what up, gang? We back. The Rig Report recap of Week 10. Your host, Jersey Snoop. Oh, man, what a week, bro. What a week. I will say this, man. If you watch this week games and by now you don't believe that this NFL and sports as a whole for professional betting is scripted, predetermined, then I don't know what to tell you, man. This shit was incredible this week, man. Incredible. A lot of bullshit. But with that said, let's get started. Y'all know my motto: the world is a stage, but we still trying to get paid. All right, welcome to the Rigged Report recap. Where we went? We went 3-1 on our picks, which is good, or 4-1. It depends on if you count the Seahawks or not. You see, I was kind of iffy. I'm like, take the Seahawks, but then they lose at home, so don't make it a sure thing. So whether you count that or not, it still hit. But I missed one of my sure picks. So we'll take that all day. We'll go 3-1 all day, 4-1, whatever. We'll take that every week. You know what I mean? So that means you got some bread. A couple of my ifs did not, a couple of my ifs won, a couple of them didn't. So we're gonna discuss all of that now. All right, let's get into the Sunday's games. We are going to start over there in Berlin, where the Colts did what they were supposed to do, which is win. However, they did not cover the spread. They missed the spread by a half a point. Falcons were getting 6.5. They lose by 6, covering the spread. Oh man, I woke up around 11:30 Sunday morning and seeing Jonathan Taylor was just going off, and I had him on one of my fantasy teams, so that was good. He put up 50 fantasy points. But man, JT, man, right now MVP, front runner. You know they give it to the quarterbacks, but he's definitely offensive player of the year. Unless he just keeps going crazy. You know what I mean? If he keeps going crazy, they're going to have to give him the MVP award. And if the Colts keep winning. But, they did their thing, man. Daniel Jones is balling 255 yards. JT had 244 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, man. He's out of control balling. Out of control balling. All right, Colts are going on a bye, so nice win. I just didn't trust out there, man. When it's overseas and the grass and all of this is different, it ain't never what you expect. The time zones is different, it's early. So I just, didn't feel comfortable taking the Colts as a sure thing. And I'm glad I didn't because Falcons were actually up late in the game. They came and took the lead at one point before the Colts actually came back down to win the game with Jonathan Taylor, man. So yeah, that was a close game, but Colts got it done. They're still rolling. They're 8-2, so not much else going on there. Out in Falcons, man, they got to get it together. You know what I mean? This ain't the team that beat the Bills. So what's going on? Is it the coaching they got to go because they got a good team. They got a good squad. Bijan, London, Pitts, they got a good squad. So I don't know what they need to get on track. They need some defense, but we'll see how it goes. All right, moving on. We have the 1 o'clock game, starting with the Bears and the Giants. The Bears beat the Giants 24-20, which caused Brian Daboll to get fired. I think that was a little bit premature, if you ask me. He's been there, a few years, but he's just getting time to get his quarterback of his choice and his team together. And to me, the Giants won the draft. They got Dart, they got Scattergo, they got Theo Johnson, they got Abdul Carter. They won the draft to me. They didn't miss a pick in my eyes, you know. So I don't know if that was a little bit pre-rushed. Who are they gonna get to replace Brian Daboll? You know what I mean? Who's available that's gonna help turn this team around? Why do it now? All their key star players are hurt, so it's not like they're going anywhere or winning anything this year. Why do it now? And I have no idea. However, Bears got the win. Bears did not. Well, what was the spread? No, they did not cover. They won by 4, and I believe they were 4.5. You see all these hooks, all these half-point hooks. Jackson Dart, 242 yards. To me, he's your quarterback. He's shown enough to say like, hey, we can build around this guy and make him better. Slayton found hands all of a sudden. I don't know. He was just catching some nice passes all of a sudden. He can never catch. But Bears got the win. What the Giants going to do? I have no idea, man. Are they going to try to go get Belichick out of North Carolina? We'll see, man. But They got good pieces. They just need time. This ain't their season, you know? Go on the draft, get some more defensive players on the back end. You know what I mean? Get what you need for your line and move from there, man. But Bears get the win. Darlin's team still rolling. That's it on that. We're going to get down to the most rigged game of Sunday football. The fucking Bills at the Dolphins, B. Listen, man. There's no way y'all can watch that game or go look at the highlights of that game and tell me that Josh Allen was not on the take.
All right, 4th and 1 for the Bills. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. What the fuck is this? Why you don't run it with Josh Allen in 4th and 1? What is that?
It makes sense. He just probably had to
tell me the rig is in without telling me the rig is in.
He didn't want to get caught short. First set of downs for Buffalo. A pitch to James Cook.
Go Cook. Go Cook. Oh!
Being able to catch a more type of situation and make a play for this offense. James Cook not on the field either on 3rd down. Allen to the end zone, and it is intercepted.
Ain't no fucking way. Again, you didn't. Now I know the fuck you didn't do that shit again. Where the fuck is my remote? I gotta see this shit again. Where's my fucking remote? No, the fuck he didn't. Look at this shit. Look at this shit again.
Script wasn't in for them to lose. All right. It seemed like Josh Allen and Tua literally had a freaky Sunday moment and they changed places. Because Josh Allen looked horrible. Horrible, bro. Horrible. Fumbles, just throwing the ball out, fumbles. Go watch my TikTok, the Rigged Report. I posted the plays. Fumbling. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 1. The Bills, Josh Allen and James Cook, who loves running it. He backs up for a throw and throws the ball away. On 4th down, why are you not running it? He's at the 6-yard line, and goal to go. And goal to go. And he throws it to the other team for a pick. Like, this whole shit was just comical. James Cook, fumbling. Like, it just seemed like I've never seen the Bills look that bad, bro. And it's not that they lose. They play in a division game to Miami. I understand that. Miami's bad. We know that. But division games, you can sneak and get a win. It's not the fact that they lost. It's how they lose. This is the problem with me as a fan. It's not that some teams lose or win. It's how. The most silliest, goofiest, sloppiest. These are supposed to be the 1% of the best athletes in the world in football. And they are missing, fumbling, fake diving at the feet, throwing interceptions to the other teams right in front of their face. You're throwing it into triple coverage. I don't have to be a professional to know not to do that. The shit was just fucking comical. Miami came out 16-0. So all of a sudden, they know how to play now. All of a sudden, they got a good defense, and they can stop the Bills from scoring? Josh Allen had like 40 yards in the first half. Like, what the fuck was going on? Rig was in. But with that being said, Miami got the win, 30-13. 30-13, they got the win. Josh Allen looked bad. James Cook looked bad. The whole team just looked bad, man. It looked like they just couldn't do nothing with Miami all of a sudden. Does that seem right? Who they just blew out the week before? When they came off their bye. I forgot which team, but they just came out, blew them out, put up 38, 37 points. All is well. Now, next week, you forgot how to play football. You just don't know how to play football anymore. You can't hold the ball in your hands. You just forgot how to play football. Yeah, right, bro. Like, cut it out. Anyway, Dolphins cover. Congrats to the Dolphins. You got a scripted win. We'll see, man. That shit was horrible. That shit had me screaming at the TV, bro. It was just too sloppy and obvious. All right, but moving on. Let's see. Did we get any of my Snoop picks? Oh, here we go. Here go my main pick. The Ravens beat the Vikings 27-19. Snoop. All right, that was my main pick of the week. J.J. McCarthy just got his Super Bowl win at Detroit. He ain't ready for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's lost 3 games to NFC teams. I think he's like 24-3 total. I didn't see him losing that game. They covered the 5.5 as well. Lamar was looking good. This was some bullshit too, though. You're at the goal line twice, bro. At the 1 yard line. And you don't give the ball to Derrick Henry. You don't even have him in the fucking game. How is Justice Hill taking a 1 yard goal line run and you got fucking King Henry there? What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? King Henry is there to score fucking touchdowns. Short and goal. King Henry. That's what the fuck you do. And you give it to Justice Hill on one, and then another one, I forgot who the fuck it was, but it was not number 22. Like, what are you doing, Ravens? Y'all know Derrick Henry was the parlay buster. Everybody had him for a touchdown. Everybody had him for a touchdown. And it seems like, although they won, they was purposely making sure Derrick Henry don't get the ball at the fucking goal line. He wasn't even in the game on a couple of plays. Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Bro, just use your simple logic, bro. Like, we ain't got to be no motherfucking savants. Just playing pee-wee football, you watching your son, you taking them to a game type shit. You have your biggest, strongest person do what he does best. Run touchdowns at the 1 yard line. Give King Henry the fucking ball. But Ravens got the win anyway. King Henry, 20 carries for 75 yards. That's it. Ew. Like, come on, yo. This shit, like, yo, NFL, y'all got to do better, bro. But Ravens got the win. We'll take the win, man. Ravens, they got to go hot, man. They got to keep winning to get back in this playoff race. You know, they won 3 or 4 in a row. It's, you know, let's go. Let's go, Ravens. Let's get back together. But damn, that shit was fucking sad, man. All right, let's go to the next rigged game of this week. The Jets somehow pulled off a win against the Browns 27-20. And mind you, they just shipped out Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner. So you know a lot of people were going to take the Browns knowing Jets had nobody. You know what I mean? You ship off players and then they get a win. That's how it works, guys. Dylan Gabriel, still garbage. 17-32, 167. Did have 2 touchdowns. Not pleasing there. Breece Hall woke up a little bit. But Jets got just a scripted ass win. I watched pieces of this game. You know, you could tell that it was in for them to get a fucking win finally. They still need a lot of fucking help. A lot of help. I think they should just blow that shit up, but we'll see. I ain't even want to fucking talk about that game. This game was pretty ass, but Jets get the win, 27-20. They cover, and that's all I have to say about that. All right. We're going to move on to one of my only loss of my main picks, the Tom Brady Bowl, where the Patriots beat the Buccaneers, surprisingly, 28-23. And it was surprisingly for me because, like I said before, Patriots won 4 in a row. Yeah, they rolling good. Drake May's looking good, but he's got to be tested. You know what I'm saying? You going into Baker Mayfield's home, riding a hot streak. They fresh off the bye. Baker knew what the fuck was coming in. That team knew what they was expecting, what they was coming in with. And even though they was missing some players, they still had some players. They still had Ibuka. You know what I'm saying? They still had Tez Johnson catching touchdowns. You had Rashad White, you know, but just team overall, you know, Todd Bowles' defense or whatever. I thought they would definitely stop them at home. You know what I mean? But apparently I was wrong on this one. Patriots win and cover 28-23. I believe that's 5 in a row. They're about to play the Jets on Thursday night. That'll be 6 in a row. Hey, man, I guess the Pats are back. You know, I didn't expect them, you know, to keep rolling like this so soon. But, you know, Patriots fans, I'm sure they're happy. Oh, man, Bucks, man, I don't know what they're going to do. They at the Bills, then they're at the Rams. And they just lost this one at home. So I'm expecting them to lose 3 in a row. You know what I mean? You're going to go in somebody home of these juggernauts and win? Only if it's in the script. We can see. But Buccaneers took the loss. Patriots did their thing. Travion Henderson finally broke out. 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. All is right in New England, man. All is right in New England. All right, let's move on to another scripted win I didn't see coming. The Saints, who I didn't think would win another game this season. Thought they were tanking. Well, they probably still taking, but they got to win. They beat the Panthers at home. Look at this shit. Panthers, didn't they just beat the Packers? Didn't they just win 3 in a row when Bryce Young, before he took that one game off and they just lost the one game? But they just beat the Packers last week in Green Bay, right? Now you're at home against one of the worst teams in the NFL, not even trying to fucking win, out there with Tyler Shough, and they beat you in your home. Nobody seen that coming except one friend I know. One coworker I had kept saying Saints. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. He was right. Got to call it like we see it. But Saints get the win somehow. Tyler Shough, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns. Chris Olave still balling. And they just traded out Rashid Shaheed. So look at that. Every team, it seemed like that did a major trade out, and you feel like they were going to be worse. They won. The Jets, the Saints. Who else got shipped out? Like, this is crazy. So another scripted win. Few upsets last week. We only got hit with one, so we dodged a lot of bullets, guys. All right, moving on to another one of the games. We got the Texans, who came back with a scripted win, down 19 over the Jaguars. I'm glad they got the win. I did say I think they would get the win. You know, Jaguars didn't have no players. Jacoby Myers just got there. You know what I mean? And no Brian Thomas, no Travis Hunter. And the Texans had just lost at home, even though they had Davis Mills, and they owed the Jaguars for beating them earlier in the season. I just felt like with their defense, you know, that was a position for them to win. Most way through the game, I was like, Texans fucking suck. I shouldn't even thought of betting on y'all. Y'all stink. And then they pull off the miracle win. So I'm not happy about it, but we take whatever the fuck we can get. That wasn't one of my main picks with you guys, but I had it behind the scenes. So Texans get the win. I don't know fuck how. Nico Collins, 7 catches, 136 yards. You know, they balled out. What's going to happen when Stroud come back, we'll see. But they got a sneaky win for now. I don't think I'll be betting the Texans probably no more this season. We got what we needed out of them, and we're going to keep it moving. All right. Next game, we got the Seahawks. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 44-22. That was one of Snoop's maybe picks, but then I kind of got scared at the end, but it did come through. Sam Darnold had a terrible fucking game. I just traded for him in fantasy too. Terrible fucking game. What, he had 2 picks, 3 picks? Terrible fucking game for Sam Darnold. And surprised they got the win, but they won. They balled out. Jackson Smith-Njigba. That team is stacked, bro. Seattle, that defense. What was that? Was that DeMarcus Lawrence? Yeah, I think it was DeMarcus Lawrence that had 2 defensive touchdowns. Or Dexter Lawrence. I forget which one. But anyways, Seahawks look like they're ready to go, man. They look like they're trying to make a run at it. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, so far so good. Darnold got to play more consistently, but 44-22, they blew the Cardinals out. People thought the Cardinals would get a sneaky cover, but Seahawks was just too much for them on that one. All right. And moving on. Another one of Snoop's picks. We got the Rams, who beat the 49ers 42-26. Snoop. And I said it, man. Rams owed them, man, some get back. Remember, Mac Jones came in there with Kendrick Bourne. Everybody else was hurt on Thursday night to the Rams and just beat the shit out of them. I remember that because that's what killed my suicide. So Rams had some get back for Mac Jones. 42-26. They put a whooping on them. You know, as expected. Should have happened both times. But, you know, the Rams are stacked, man. The Rams, I got a lot of respect for the Rams. I can feel like I see them, you know, going deep in the playoffs. Hopefully they don't get past us, but they'll be in the mix, man. You know, Puka doing Puka things. Devontae Adams is a great pick, man. Matthew Stafford is in heaven right now with those weapons. So Rams get the win. Rams get the cover. All right, let's move on to another one. Snoop's picks is the Lions 44-22 blowout of the Commanders. Hey, look at this, guys. We're talking about for conspiracy matters. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 44-22. Lions beat the Commanders 44-22. Just thought it was a little weird. But Goff got back right, 320 yards, 3 touchdowns. Lions beat the shit out of the Commanders. No one had the fucking Commanders. If you did, I don't know. You must be a Commanders fan. But Lions get back right, as we know they would after losing to the Vikings at home, which they never should have done. Gibbs went off 142 yards, 2 tutties. Jay Will went off. Lions just doing Lion things, man. They just need to stay consistent, keep their defense right, and they'll be in the run as well pretty much late. Rams, Eagles, Lions, they'll be there. They'll be there. But not much on that. Just the one side of the ass whooping. I don't know why they're talking about Jayden Daniels is not on the IR. We all seen that gruesome injury, man. Why would you bring him back 3 weeks, 4 weeks in? And they're not going anywhere in the season. Why would you bring him back at all to risk more injury? Let that man rest and heal for the rest of the season. Get him right for next year. Do not bring him back in. For what? For what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. All right? And we got the primetime game, which one of my picks did me dirty. Wasn't a main pick, but still took the loss. The Steelers lost to the Chargers 25-10. And that game was fucking horrible. You see, like, the first half, what was it? 3-zip, 5-2, some shit like that. Like, it was like they couldn't score. Like, both of these good quarterbacks could not find any fucking yards or any points, man. And the Steelers, what is up with y'all? Like, y'all, it's like prime time is their curse. Prime time, they're underdogs. You take them, they lose. The next thing you know, they're a 1 o'clock game the next week, and then they win with no problem. Prime time again against the Chargers, you lose. And then now, next week, 1 o'clock game against the Bengals, and watch y'all blow them out and act like y'all know how to fucking play. What is with the up and down? Fucking Chargers had no offensive line. And you didn't even see the difference. They played like they was fucking fully healthy. Fucking Vidal in there running touchdowns. How the fuck he get a touchdown against the Steelers? Like, shit was crazy, bro. Shit was crazy. Fucking scripted or whatever, but fucking Chargers won 25-10. They covered. Steelers are disappointing us, man. Y'all need to get to the playoffs. Y'all better start fucking winning or doing something. That shit was horrible. And finally, the game of the fucking week for us, even though it was kind of a snooze fest. My Eagles pulled out the win at the Packers. I don't know why we were getting points. I don't know why we were underdogs. I don't know why people were counting us out. Fucking Packers hasn't beaten us. What makes you think they can beat us? They're all right. They're all right, but they not real. He's all right, but he's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. And all that Jalen Hurts slander, knock it off. All the man does is win. Oh, look at all the man does is win. That was a sloppy, cold game. Defenses were okay. But when it's time to win, when it's time to be clutch, we got dogs. Hurts with the bomb out there to Devontae Smith. You see Smith go up and get that one-on-one ball? Go and grab it like a dog. That's what we do. We ball like a dog, and all we do is win, man. So we got the win, man. It was ugly as fuck. But 10-7, Eagles got the win. ESPN wasn't showing on YouTube, so I went ahead and bought expensive-ass cable, and then I live streamed it on TikTok. We had a good time. A lot of people chimed in. Be sure to check out my TikTok, The Rig Report, same name. I give little clips and stuff, and if Monday they do not have the fucking ESPN shit figured out, you guys need somewhere to watch it, come over on TikTok. I got you. But yeah, man, Eagles got a fucking close win. I'll take it all day, every day. Yeah, man, all we do is win. It can be ugly. I wish it was a lot more fluent, but we do what it takes to get the win, and that's what champions are made of. You feel me? Getting it fucking done. It looked like it was looking a little scripty. Hurts got that fumble. I was not feeling that shit. But, we did what it took to win at the end. So, Eagles get the win. Eagles get the cover. Eagles win outright. And all is well in the world of the Rig Report. All right, guys, that's the Rig Report recap for Week 10. We'll see what happens for Week 11. We got another fucking stink fest. The Patriots, who are a good team, playing the Jets on Thursday night. Here we go again with these fucking stinkers. Yo, they be killing us. And then you got to have Amazon Prime to watch it. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned for Predict the Script Week 11 coming up in a few days, guys. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Again, always send me your ideas and picks, man. If we like them, you know, I put them in. We get some money together. Appreciate you guys for the love, man. I'll holla at you